Welcome to Team Tiggio Court TV, where we upload videos every single day. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and share our videos.
All right, Mr. DeCassi, can I see you, please? We will go on the record in the matter 25 CF 136, State of Wisconsin versus Zachary DeCassi. The state appears through Assistant District Attorney Jose Vila in person. Mr. DeCassi appears by video conferencing with approval of the court, as does his counsel, Angela Olson. We're set today in this matter for preliminary hearing. Mr. DeCassi, okay, thank you. I was gonna tell you, you need to sit down. Thank you. We're here for preliminary hearing. Ms. Olson, is this proceeding as such?
Yes.
All right, and he is appearing by video conferencing, so is he stipulating to his identity?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Vila, you may call your first witness.
State calls Deputy Greg Schaefer.
Deputy Schaefer, please come forward, raise your right hand, be sworn in, and come and have a seat at the witness stand.
Do you swear that the testimony you're about to provide today in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Can you please state and spell your name?
Greg Schaefer, Chafer.
And how are you currently employed?
Deputy for Burnett County Sheriff's Department.
And were you employed in that capacity on July 5th of 2025?
Yes, I was.
And on that day, did you respond to Grantsburg for a domestic incident?
Yes, I did.
Is that area located in Burnett County?
Yes, it is.
And what happened after you arrived on scene?
I spoke to Mrs. Gifford, who advised her boyfriend was floating the river, came home, had been drinking, was in a mood. He asked the children what the fuck they were looking at. Mrs. Gifford said she made a comment to Zachary, and then Zachary got in her face, and then Mrs. Gifford's son from a previous relationship got between Zach and his mom. And then Mrs. Gifford said that Zach grabbed Braxton by the throat and had him over the back of a chair.
Did you speak with the son?
Yes, I did.
And what did you discuss?
I asked him if he had a hard time breathing when he had his arms around his hands around his neck, and he said yes. I asked him if he gave Zachary permission, and he said no. And I also asked if it caused him pain, and he said yes.
Did you observe anything on this child?
Yes, there was some black and blue marks that I photographed on his neck.
And how old was the child roughly at the time of this incident?
I would say probably between 10 and 12. I'd have to look in the report. He was a juvenile under the age of 16.
Understood. No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Olson, questions?
When you, Deputy, when you went to the residence, when was that?
That was in the mid to early mornings on the day after it occurred.
Okay, so the incident occurred on July 4th of 2025?
Yes.
And you reported to the house on July 5th, 2025?
Yes, there is some confusion on when the call was received at dispatch, that it was originally given out as in progress.
Okay, so what, to your knowledge, when did the call come in?
Prior to me, just probably 35 minutes prior to me arriving at the residence.
Okay, so still it came in about at least the day after, correct?
Yes.
And did who was the caller who reported the incident?
Mrs. Gifford.
And did she say why she waited the day to contact dispatch or police?
Other than he was supposed to come back and get clothes.
Okay. And so Mr. DeCassi had already vacated the residence?
Yes, he had.
Did you speak to Mr. DeCassi about the incident?
Briefly on the phone.
And what did you say to him on the phone?
Advise him that there would be a report done and it would be sent to the DA's office. And he'd either come in and turn himself in, or they would, once he was booked in, he would make an initial court appearance and get a condition of bond. Okay.
When did you speak to him on the phone?
I believe it was later in the early evenings of July 5th.
Okay.
Like in the mid-afternoon, because I think he turned himself in at around 6 o'clock on July 5th.
And where were you when you made phone contact with him?
When he called the first time I was at the residence,
And,
in listening to their conversation between him and Mrs. Gifford. And then, after I cleared the residence, I did make a phone call. We were in the northern part of the county. I was with one of the wardens on another detail.
okay, so the first time that you had phone contact with him, he had called Miss Gifford,
Yes,
and you overheard their conversation, correct?
yes, she had it on speaker.
Okay. And what, if anything, did Mr. DeCoste say at that time?
He advised that Mrs. Gifford was blowing it out of proportion and that he was going to lose everything he had.
And he was saying this to Miss Gifford at the time.
Yes,
When did you take
And
over
are
the
we
phone
saying,
call?
I apologize, are we saying Gifford as in Gifford or Getford?
Gifford, I'm sorry, Gifford.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Gifford.
So it's Goepfert.
Gifford.
Thank you.
Gifford. Yes, sorry. And when did you take over the call from Miss Gifford?
A few minutes after listening to their conversation, and I just advised them that we were there and this is what was going to happen.
Okay. And when you said this is what was going to happen, was that the advising him of you referring it to the DA's office?
Yes,
Okay. And then how long did you stay at the residence?
we were probably there maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Took some
And
photographs, got some statements and left.
okay. And the marks on the minor's neck, the minor told you was from Mr. DeCoste?
Yes,
And did Miss Gepford say that?
yes, she did.
And they didn't give any other cause for those marks?
No,
When you called back Mr. DeCoste, you had left the residence already, correct?
yes.
And when you called him back, what was the nature of that conversation?
He called and wanted me to give him a phone call back, so I was just returning his original call to me.
Okay. And when you called him back, what was said in the conversation?
Basically that there'll be a report done. If he turns himself in, he'd go to get a condition of bond, have to come up with cash if there was a cash bond given, and then that would go through the court system.
Okay. So similar to the conversation you had at the marital residence? Or excuse me, at the
Yes.
residence. The two aren't married, correct?
No, they are not. They just live together.
Okay. And when you talked to Mr. DeCoste, did he ask to fill out a statement?
I did ask him to fill out a statement.
And he did that?
I would have to look back in the report. I don't recall.
Okay. Do you recall Mr. DeCoste indicating that Ms. Gepford's sister and boyfriend were present during the incident?
Yes,
And did you contact them before referring this to the DA's office?
I attempted twice to reach the boyfriend and have not heard back from him and still have not heard back.
Okay. And did when the incident took place, was this in the house or outside of the house?
Inside the residence.
Okay. And was there any other officers that were present during the investigation initially on July 5th?
Deputy Krupa arrived a few minutes after I did.
Okay. And were there other children present when this incident occurred?
Yes, Mrs. Gippert's daughter was there as well. Deputy Krupa spoke to her.
Okay. Did you speak to any other witnesses or individuals present besides Ms. Gepford and the minor?
There was another male there, but I didn't speak to him because he wasn't present when any of this occurred.
Okay. I have nothing further.
All right, any redirect?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you may step down. Thank you. Any further witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Any witnesses, Ms. Olson?
No.
Well, based upon what the officer has testified to here today, Mr. DeCoste, I'm sure your attorney has been over with you what it is to have a preliminary hearing. At the burden of this stage is probable cause. Did your actions that day probably rise to the level of a felony? Based upon the testimony of the officer, I do find that there's probable cause to believe a felony probably occurred in Burnett County. So I do find that there is probable cause, and so I will bind the matter over. Information, Mr. Vila,
Your Honor, I'm pulling it up now and it will mirror the criminal complaint.
would you like to proceed with an arraignment here today, Ms. Olson, or set it for another date?
Today is fine, Your Honor.
He understands charges and maximum penalties
Understood.
and waives formal reading.
Yes.
Not guilty pleas will be entered on your behalf. Mr. DeCoste, you are entitled to a jury trial. You would be entitled to a speedy trial should you request one. Let's get a status on the books. How about, I could do sooner if you would like, but my next available in my status conference block is February 19th. I could do anytime that morning, your choice. Zoom is fine.
Let's see here.
Any request for speedy disposition? No, thank you. Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. The morning of February 19th is fine by Zoom.
9 work?
Yes.
9 a.m. February 19th. 9 a.m. February 19th. Mr. DeCoste, you may also appear by video conferencing, okay?
Yes,
Thank
Your
you.
Honor.
We are adjourned.
Thanks, Adrian.